he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. White, he'll try the left side. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Diggs going in motion right. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll run for it. This is White. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Down right around the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're going to look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Inside handoff down to Fournette. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Back 60!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Okay, ready?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check pass, check pass.
Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Let's go now.
first down. Here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go, set.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field. Side Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, they'll run with White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Running out of the gun with White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They give to White on the option. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession in this second half.
And what makes it...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And Diggs has it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go. Right, 77.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside, nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 17, cut back team.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
19 right. 65, yeah, 65.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll send Brown in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
18 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw.
Open man is Marquez Stevenson.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
He's back to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Dumps it off to Fournette. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come 19! Come 19! Back in 60! Ready?
Now a first throw here in overtime. He completes it right side away. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Brown.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Right. Ready.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year.